think I'm live already. Hey guys, so spent some time playing around with some settings, trying to do a few things. Decided just to go live to play around with the video, let you guys see the puppies play. So I know I haven't really had them out much outside and running that. I've been running around chasing them, so I haven't had hands free to shoot that. But they have a lot of energy right now. They just ate dinner, so just going to put the cam down in their play area, let them play, run around, and I'll be going over a few things of what I'll be posting on my page and what I'll be trying to create with my YouTube. So that way you don't have to listen to me. If it bores you, you can at least watch the puppies play. So I'm gonna. Missy's in here just like teasing them because they can't get up to her. It's actually kind of funny. I had to take the Easter Bunny out for the time being. They seem to really like him and want to undress him all the time. Hey, Sophie. So I'm going to be trying to keep track of the feed today, the chat, so that way I can actually answer questions or talk to you guys. So I'm going to be paying attention to the chat, but just videoing all the puppies, letting them do what they want to do. So don't know what. Missy's playing with her ball on her own up there. I don't know if you can see the ball because of her. Missy, you can't climb on top of that. So she's trying to play with the ball on her own and make her play by herself sometimes. But she's also trying to keep it away from the puppies. She doesn't want. Oh, yeah, it's just about to go to bed. It's like the middle of the night over there, isn't it? I just ate dinner. All the puppies just ate dinner. So let me put this down here. Closer to them. They're going to come up and say hi probably. While I set up my other one. That way I could follow along. Oh, I don't know what. Maybe not. Uh-oh. They're typing away up here. So when they just did that, I wasn't watching the stream yet. Did the video cut out or no? Because on my screen, that's recording. It went to like a different app. I think it's kept streaming clearly. Okay. They're really getting up. Hey. Up there right now. It's like everything new. So I did get some new toys today, different sounding ones. Gonna be throwing that to them in a few minutes. Just trying to keep their curiosity up. I put the laptop down earlier before they ate to see what they did to it, and I knew they were gonna be all over. Probably because oh no, somebody's hiding under here already. I think I'm gonna put it up on this one so they can't exactly reach it. What are you doing? Missy, what are you doing back there? You're teaching them like bad things. So I'm gonna see what they do with these toys right now. Instead of just squeaky toys, I found some cool little toys that make fun noises. I have a plush that's has a noisemaker in it. Pretty cool. They were just jumping at it because it's something new, but so I think that'll get them off of the tablet. Look. I'm going to try to put this in the corner here. And we have 5 dogs fighting over one tiny toy. It's pretty funny. I don't know what's going to happen when I pull out the second toy.
Missy, I put the ball in there. There.
Mine. It's like they're all getting like handcuffed to each other, just because they'll bite it and not want to let go. Trying to get my chat. Okay. Church is good. It was very interesting today. Topic we're going over. And the smallest puppy one took a word right there. I don't know if I should throw down another toy to see what they'll do. That's kind of funny. One of them over there has a teething bone. I think his teeth are really bothering him. He's been chewing. 3 a.m. I mean, that doesn't shock me. I'm usually up until sometime between 2 and 3. I like it. I like that toy because just by them playing with it and biting it, it sets off the squeezy part in the plush. I don't even really have to do anything with it. It's actually the second one I had to get to Missy broke the first one. She was chomping away at it for like a whole day straight. She's a really good mom, but kind of a bad mom. She always steals all the toys and takes them away. Oh, what's that? Hey. The other one's chewing on the Nyla bone right now. So, I am going to actually show you quickly and see if it gets any of the attention when I press it. It's not as much of a noise as that one, but I don't even think it's really the noise that's catching the attention. Hey, get down! I think it's like a raccoon or sloth or something. Not really sure. I think mom's checking out. Is it safe? Is it safe? Missy, no. It's for them. Yeah, whatever. Slow. Is that what this noise? Is that the sound sloths make? I don't know what a sloth sounds like. You're gonna have to Google that later. So there's that one. That's pretty cool. And the one that I brought earlier. It makes me think of a llama on Fortnite, and it makes cool like Mexican music. So now that they're kind of entertained with that, I'm going to show you. I have most of their toys in one spot. Try to get them to have a tidy room. In an actual food bowl, what I do is put all their teething toys, all their teething bones. So that way they can kind of get used to what things are fine for them to chew on, aside from their toys, instead of kind of just throwing them around and then them either grabbing a slipper or something else. Raising the puppies, try to teach them a little bit each day. So, you guys have seen other things. The main thing that I try to do is keep their curiosity up, getting them different sounds, different size toys, different fabrics, whether it's plastic or rubber. Most of these dogs are going to family with young children. We never know what toddlers are going to give the dog, so I don't want them to be scared. They're going to be more curious and confident when they're going to their homes. So they have ropes and actually, so they have those two fun sound makers. I got another one of these because they love these and I have to keep washing them. I really like it. So So this one makes like a crinkly sound. I've used just water bottles in the past a lot to get them used to that crinkly noise. But, well, but at least they're running over to everything I'm bringing out instead of cowering away. That's really good. And, so, there's a couple of you out there right now. And as you know, they're definitely a handful. At least now inside, I don't really have to keep chasing them. I've had a helper help me keep them corralled. They have part of a removable fence up. You guys saw just to kind of keep them from running to the front of the house. But one of my nearby neighbors has in the past actually mentioned if I needed any help with the dogs, because I'm always walking the other girls, but they're at least trained already and I go running with them. He has a nice enclosed yard because he has a couple dogs. And I spoke with him today, and I'll be able to take the puppies there with Missy or whoever, and actually just put them in the yard to run around completely free, and I could leave that streaming or running or anything with them and not have to worry about if one's running to the side of the house, and I won't really have to hold the camera or a video to stream. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream directly, unless if I figure out how to use my Chromebook. So I might do that on Facebook because I can stream from my tablet and my phone on Facebook, or I might just record it and upload it and give it to upload and just have some comments come in later and be able to respond to them. So it's like every new toy I throw out to them, they forget about the last one. I really love this one. Here they come again. I just like how small the toy is, and literally 5 dogs could be jumping on it at the same time. So one thing I'm trying to get them to do is start fetching. So that's perfect. Whoop. Perfect one for me to send off to them and see if they bring it back to me. But right now, they're more playing keep away. So I'm just going to start with getting them to go where I throw it. Because that's obviously an easy way to burn, especially with this size breed. Sometimes bad weather, or you can't always get outside, or going on vacation. It's hard to do. So I'd say you need 10, 12 feet of space, which most rooms are larger than that. And that's a large enough space to actually get them to run back and forth. Even with Missy, with as much energy as she has, I'll throw the ball against the wall, make her go towards the wall, make her stop, turn around. Just keep her interested in it. They might have a chance to have that ball for like 2 seconds. That's Missy's favorite ball. We've been letting them have it for a little bit. Which she can't complain. Like I said, she keeps stealing all their toys, all their chew toys. She keeps all of her teething bones, their teething bones, she's stealing out of here. Well, Angela, the curl tail, there's 2 things specific with Havanese. It's their gait and the way that they carry their tail. It's very specific to that. And their eyes are actually almond shaped. They're not round. They're almond shaped eyes. So most of them you could tell, like even now, the corners of their eyes, you can see that. So it's actually, hey, stop trying to eat everything on my food book there. Yeah, it's their gait and their eyes are the 2 main things that differentiate them. I'm actually doing a little more research on specifically, because they are in the Bichon family. I'm going to go into detail on that on a different video. Hopefully by this weekend, I'll do something. I'm going to put the Bichon Frise, the Coton de Tuileries, Havanese, Maltese, and go back on where they originated from and what the differences actually are in them. Most of them are very specific. Like a Maltese has to be pure white and it's straight, silky hair. One thing I really love about the Havanese is that they could have any color pattern. Most of mine are black and white with cream markings or some champagne. I've had 2 of them in the past litters come out with tan, black and white, which are party colored, but there's no specific color they have to be. That's why I really love grooming them. Or you can literally make them look however you want. Yep, from Cuba. National dog of Cuba. I'm looking for this, now that I know it's Sophie, thank you, now that I know it's a sloth, I'm trying to find where they get that one. I think it's just right here. So, those of you who missed it, got some toys here. I have a really, like a rubbery, squeaky, like loud squeaky that I'm going to give them in a minute. But I can't get over these toys. And I don't know if you guys caught before, the reason I got these toys is because if you saw yesterday, trying to keep this PG, and they took the Mr. Bunny guy, completely started ripping off his clothes, trying to undress him completely. But it's hilarious. We're going to see what they do right now when I turn this sound back on. And they start. I don't know if they're trying to devour him or undress him in love or what, but it's hysterical. This is why I get no work done. This is why I don't post any videos, because I'm just watching them all the time. So that's why I'm going to go into part of what my channel is going to be. Like I just mentioned right now, some informational things on them. I'm going to be doing comparisons with products I find. I'm trying to bridge that gap between the professional groomers and professional trainers and the average homeowner that wants to have quality knowledge and products that they could use to maintain their dogs at home and kind of just bridge that gap, but across most platforms. So there's very specific areas that I'm dealing with, and just to be informative. Most people are appreciative, but they feel ashamed to ask certain questions. And I know most of you groomers out there give free advice on what to tell pet owners of long-haired dogs on how to brush or how to fix certain things, and none of them ever been standoffish to me by me telling them that. Most of them aren't grateful and are kind of upset that nobody has gone over that in the past with that. It's only going to make our lives easier if they come, oh no! Say the guy's clothes, like, I don't even know what he's got under there. It's not completely, it's not actually a dog toy, so I have to be careful with it. So, especially, yeah, I might have to put a parental warning if they go any further with that. So, Mr. Hippity Hop Bunny is going to go away. But this is probably the first real rubber, other than the pig. I don't even have to do anything to it, and they're just ready to fly. So whoever says the Havanese are not playful, yeah, hey, you can get them to play however you want. Missy might come around and get this. She loves all these squeakers. Yep, she's staring at it like, what is that, Dad? She just dropped her favorite ball, and she's gonna steal this toy from me. Not cool, Missy. That's why they haven't had a rubber squeaky yet, because she takes them all away. So I'm gonna have to hold her back. We'll sit and let them figure out what that is. No, Missy. No. Kisses aren't gonna work. You have to let the kids play too. Oh, Diego, it's hard to hear that. What kind of dog did you have? Yeah, not only just be helpful, it's, I think, Go Groomer. Amy, you even mentioned the other day when I was talking about the Intergroom, and we were saying to other people that, yeah, it's even open to the public. I think when I was in Hershey last year, even where I rented the Airbnb and around town in Hershey, when there was the Hershey Expo there, which is one of the nation's largest ones, people who lived there barely knew that there was a dog expo going on right there, which I was pretty shocked about. Like, I was concerned the whole town would be like overrun with dog people, but the people who lived locally didn't even know what's going on, and it's an annual expo. The shop I was where the store where I was working in the salon, they had like birth bath. They had the typical products that you find in a big box store, but not enough, not a different variety, or not things that are either limited ingredients or natural or safer. And even if you're not using it professionally, I mean, you could just buy for home use and be able to maintain your dog a lot easier and quicker. See? So now they're starting to find out which toys. Okay, so you like this toy. So now I can see they're trying to pick out which toy. I don't know if it's they're trying to pick out which toys they like better, or there's now a couple new toys now, so they're not all fighting over the same one. But that was pretty funny when the first toy I took out, all five, there's 5 of them were all trying to fight the whole thing. So, like I was saying, Missy the Forbes Spine, just a little information on Havanese. They are, yes, National Dog of Cuba. They, in the past era, they were actually used a lot for circus performance. Very easily trained, they're kind of goofy. They want to please crowds, so you'll see them standing on their back legs a lot, doing a lot of spinning, or I don't know, maybe in the future when some other Havanese owners start viewing here, could comment if their Havanese does the typical Havanese spin, that where they literally chase their own tail in a circle, like nonstop. Not just trying to bite it once. They'll go, I can do it with Hut. I'll grab her tail and kind of just spin her around. But I've seen other Havanese just go crazy and I don't know how they don't get dizzy. I don't know about an expo in San Antonio specifically. I do know, I have the calendar. I'll check in a bit, but there is a World Series of Dogs Expo or something. It might be in Houston. Don't know how far that is from you, but those are the large Barkley productions. There's smaller productions. Like I go to Sturbridge, Massachusetts, because that's also only an hour away from me. But that's compared to Hershey or Intergroom, it's like a quarter of the size. But you still have other competitions. You still have other things you can take a look at. I'm a big believer in quality. It's not so much what you pay for, it's the quality of what you get. So it's worth the investment, even if you're just getting a couple things. Go there and get specifically what you need and what you want, instead of trying 5 or 6 different things and wasting half of what you got because you didn't like it. Oh. I'm going to try to change the angle of this. Try to get them to run somewhere now that they're not specifically on there. Mama Hut, she is about to be 12. So I got her 12 years ago. The main reason I got the breed one was I'm not allergic to dogs. My brother's family members have allergies, so that was one concern. I was in Long Island. And so this was around, 06, 07. I wouldn't say they were rare. They're still not as popular then. People either knew what they were or didn't. The main thing I saw with them is they weren't as frail as some of the other small breeds. They didn't have a large place. It was more of an apartment, actually above a laundromat. So I wanted a really active dog, but I couldn't have a large dog. I didn't have my own yard. So I needed one easily to go around. And I think I fell in love with the dog probably when she was about 7 or 8 months old. And I decided to try to exercise. Now this is probably, I'm 22 or so I was probably drinking every other day. college, wasn't in the best of shape after playing sports my whole life, and I decided to try to take her for a run, and I lasted about a quarter mile, maybe 3 blocks, and I had to stop, and she just kept revving and wanting to go. She just wanted to keep going and going and going. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I just did, but I think I might be in for it. Might have made a mistake, a bit too much energy. So I stuck with her we were like inseparable for a while. When she was about 2, was the first time I went on vacation without her when I went. So I had my grandmother watch her, and I almost didn't get her back. So that kind of sealed the deal right there was when I almost didn't get her back, and I saw how much joy she brought to somebody else. And that's when I got Patchy, the male, to breed with. So at that point, I just wanted to see. I've always been in love with dogs. I wanted to see what it was like to have a litter. Most of it was going to family, and it was heartbreaking the first litter because of unforeseen, like either weren't healthy enough, other things, a lot of things I had to learn how to deal with. And that after the first litter was completely life changing, and I decided that I pretty much be staying with the breed itself. There they go. Now they're trying to get the milk paws. I'm about to run them on their own. Yeah, Angela, you can contact me whenever you have any questions. So I've done internships with canine behavior, training, my sister's social work coordinator, and just mental behavior is a large topic that needs to be expressed. So yeah, I know a lot of training, but I want to focus mainly on new puppies entering families of children, a second pet from the house, but like I said, teaching people how to maintain or certain things that are easily overlooked to set for their dog's life. So essentially, in my mind, what I want to deal with are dogs between 6 months old and a year and a half, not specifically puppies. It's more dealing with people. So it's not so much an obedience of full training. It's more of I want to be able to be an information source, almost like a concierge or something that'll start you off with the basics, and then you can find any other trainer or groomer that would fit what you need, where you live, but you'll know the questions to ask. A lot of people don't even know what questions they should ask a groomer before they start letting that groomer groom their dog. It's kind of crazy. I mean, most of you, if you're watching this, are interested in some information. The main thing I can say about groomers is, not that I don't trust them specifically, but you should be able to trust a groomer more if that groomer has no problem letting you stay and watch them groom your dog, versus groomers who shut a door and need you to leave, and it's not allowed for you to watch them. That's what scares me. And you shouldn't feel ashamed if you don't know certain things to ask questions. You're going to be hiring this person, so you can go in there and simply ask them, well, can I see how your shop looks, or could I watch you? You could even ask groomers, could I see you groom part of another dog? They should be open and willing to let you. So, yeah, you could comment here. I have my domain name and my emails set up, not activated yet, though, so it's going to be, again, by this weekend. Now that I have some time, they don't have to watch them as much. Kind of just let them do their thing. So now, there's another report here is where Missy's playing with them. She's not playing rough. And this is at 10 weeks old. She's now playing with them the way another dog would if they go to a dog park, or a family member brings their other dog. You don't want the dog to be scared. He just nipped at her ear. But they already have their bite control that they've learned from each other to not bite too hard. Nice, Sophie. Missy, easy. Come here. I'll save you. Stop it, Missy. Give him a second to breathe. Oh, now you want her back down? Oh, okay. You can fight your own fight. There you go. Sorry, little guy. So quickly going back to you, Amy. Yeah. So at that point, this is now the 6th litter, actually. And my business plan, the way I'm trying to organize it is I will not be breeding again for another 2 years, but at that point, I might have a few different dogs that I'd be breeding right around the same time frame. So I'll be able to build everything else and then kind of take a step back 2 years at that point and focus specifically on those puppies at that time. Maybe by that time I'll figure out how to run my cameras the right way. Oh, so in one fun thing that when you do the one that you're going to be doing in the GoPro. So I'll watch them right now at this, but I'm not going to interrupt them because he's just getting a little annoyed. She's not really doing anything. And at this point, I think she's really just testing to make sure that he wouldn't get injured, that he does either give a fight back or give that quick snap growl to let her know stop. If I had the room here, I would let him keep going at it. And I know what Missy would end up doing. Now that he's fighting it back a bit, she would actually roll over on her back and submit to him. Dogs, if they're play fighting, they should be rotating who's on their back, kind of submitting. It shouldn't always be the same dominant dog if they're play fighting. If it's a house situation and there's 2 males, yeah, it's a different story on which one's the alpha. But if they're fighting, it should be like you're playing tag. One chases one and then tag, you're it. Now you chase the other one. It should go back and forth that way. I think we got some scared ones. Not scared, but funny ones over here. They love going under. Come here. He took cover. Like, I don't know about that roughhouse and stuff. Let me act like a turtle. As long as I got this stool over me, nobody can get to me here. Hey, stop trying to chew those. Hey, Muffy, what are you doing? Oh, wait. Yeah, I tried sending a message. So I was saying with the GoPro, how you're going to do that with your doodle, with Gus. I think I'm going to go get a GoPro tomorrow because one, again, I don't know, I did a group if I'll be able to stream live, and if I'm not, kind of want to, because the extras are still fairly new to me, like I kind of know my way around them, but not specifically. But with certain people asking if it's open to the public, what I want to do is have it on like a GoPro or something and kind of walk around, and so it's my view of what I'm seeing when people go to watch the video. It's kind of almost like a virtual tour. And then when an expo's near them, they'll kind of have a feel already for what they are and not feel either overwhelmed or not know exactly how they're laid out or anything, instead of me just videoing when I find a couple products and comparing them. I'm actually going to try to leave it running while I'm walking from a couple booths on here and there. So I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty fun. Give me something specific to actually record. So guys, remember when the first few times that I was recording them and like their playtime lasted about 7.5 minutes? Yeah. That's not going on anymore. Now it's like a whole event to wear them down. And I truly believe that's from their strength, how healthy they are, and that was obviously a large change from when I started breeding 2 years ago. I started making differences on supplementing them earlier and making sure they had different types of food. This one, what did they shock me how healthy they were? Definitely tired me out. I wasn't expecting to have that much work or that there would be that big of a difference. So the YouTube page will just be, like I said, I'll try to stay interactive with it, running live things. I'm not going to try to. One thing that I didn't like when I started trying to find YouTube videos were all of those mocked up groomers who it's a perfect setting. They're only showing you like the middle part of the groom or at the very end, and I'm like, that's not realistic. That's not what happens on a grooming table. Until I found a couple real groomers videoing things. So that's another reason why I like the live. Aside from saving time and not going back and having to edit, they'll make some videos where I do edit some things or stitch them together. But for the most part, I'm experiencing this and I'm learning a lot. I'm still practicing grooming, practicing certain techniques, whether it's grooming or training, learning. So it could be an avenue for, like I said, either to inform people who want more knowledge or alternate ways to get to, if you want to become a groomer or a trainer, why I decided to go grooming and training instead of going back to school to become a vet tech. There's different forks in the road, and just being patient with it, finding out what I'm trying to do with it has been worthwhile, instead of just trying to pick one thing aside and be frustrated if it either doesn't work out or if I don't like it 2-3 years down the road. Just like with everything, you have to be patient with everything else. Oh, no nipping like that. Yeah, I did download Streamlabs. I just haven't used it yet. So I'll be checking into that probably later tonight, trying to fix some things on the website, email. I have the morning free, so I don't really need to get up to do anything specific. But I'm not tired now, so actually I think I'm going to cut this stream because they're starting to put themselves in the pen on their own to go to sleep. And I'm going to get to work actually on those things and try to be productive now that I have some motivation. So I'll be doing that. Amy, and the other reason why I went live right now is because I am going to try to do a 30-day challenge of actually posting something for the next month every day. See how that works. I think I can do it. So if you you want to find out more information, just add the notifications once you subscribe. Share this out to on your social medias for me if you want some other people who might enjoy the information, if they'd like to just watch puppies run around. Puppies won't be here much longer. I actually have different locations where I'm going to have to be taking certain ones. And two of them I'm just doing further training that they're going to go to their homes probably right before Easter. They have their homes ready, but people don't have the time to do all the training, so I'm just doing further training with them for now. So there'll be no nothing like that. You have your toys over here. Come on, 2 toys are over here. My fingers are not cheating toys. Those are. So we're gonna call. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came here from there. So that way none of you are on right now, and I'm actually gonna get off and do work instead of go on and play a video game. So you guys have a good night. There's 2 things I'm gonna be trying to do within the next week or so is streaming every day at least once, giving some information or showing something. I forgot what the other thing was. I'm gonna work on remembering things, writing things down. Oh, and I'm just gonna try to stream or put some. Yes, I'm gonna try to put something up at least every day, but I'm also going to try to stream at a different time each day, probably an hour later or 2 hours difference every day. So that way, I know there's people on the other side of the world. With Sophie, it's 3:30 in the morning for her. She went to bed, but it might give a chance for other people, different parts of the world, different time zones, to participate or be in part of the chat, or people who work morning hours or home different times. So you'll be able to actually feel like you're part of the community and join in on the live chats. And if you're sleeping or at work when I do it, you can catch up on it later, and at least you'll know in a week's time or so. It will probably be a time that you're home or able to watch if you'd like. So those are some ideas I have. You comment on the page down below. Let me know what you think, what you might think would work before I get set in stone with anything and try to change later. I have flexibility now, so I'll be playing around with all of that at this point. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. If I could figure out how to end this. Hi, Angela.